Hi there, guys, and welcome to the Chronicles of Gamers. This is a podcast where I love to explain our love-hate relationship with video games. I am, of course, your host with the most, the greatest video game podcaster in the world, the console pimp. Yo, I got like so many things, but Efocutioner, the fighting game champion, the people's champion, I'm all of it. That's right. Oh yeah, got that boss music. Still haven't played Far Cry 3. Hell no. Still have not played that fucking game. Oh my god. Anyways, though, it's just me today, so. Yeah, but yo, it's nice. It's nice to get a mother effing just me episode. Like, holy crap, I haven't done these in a while. But this is episode 90. I think I said that before. I don't know if I did, man. But if I didn't, yeah, you guys will let me know anyways. You guys have been messaging me. So, I get it. I appreciate it. I love the support. But anyways, I have a few topics. I was going to do just like a short video for the YouTube people and then, you know, do the audio. But I was like, nah, man, this month of September has been like fucking crazy, man. Like it is maybe just be like, what? Like I've been doing this whole month. Oh my gosh. All right. Let me get into one topic though that I really want to talk about. And I want to give a round of applause to all the gamers out there. Yo, like, you all deserve this. So, people have been canceling their Call of Duty Modern Warfare pre-orders. Hold on, let me get the victory music. Yes. So, for those that do not know, there is this guy on Twitter. He's also got a YouTube. The Gaming Revolution, right? So supposedly this guy seems to have some really credible inside source news in Activision when it comes to Call of Duty games. He's been pretty much right on, I will say, the last few Call of Duties, like Black Ops 3 and Black Ops 4. So it seems like he's got that inside connection, man. Like just how I got my phone and you hear the beep, I got that inside connection too. Semi, not completely in. But the Gaming Revolution, you know, I just gotta give this guy another round of applause. So pretty much he informed people that there would be like microtransactions and loot box or aka supply drops in the game. And it wouldn't be cosmetic. It would actually contain certain weapons. Not a lot of weapons right now, but supposedly he just says there's supposed to be some crossbow included into the weapons. But the whole point is, because this guy has been so reliant, and I had to double and triple check this motherfucker myself. I didn't know who the Gaming Revolution was, but I had to double check because I'm like, bruh, you a guy on Twitter just saying Call of Duty gonna have some shit that it might not have some shit, you know, even though it's Activision. But I was like, let me double check, and I double checked, and I was like, damn, yo, this motherfucker's on point. I was like, it's spooky. Like, how'd you get this information, man? How'd you get this? But he's got some inside connections. So pretty much for the last few days, he has been going on Twitter and he has been letting people know. And believe it or not, the Modern Warfare Reddit page has been on there, and it's been a mix between like, you know, we're like, it's fine. What's the big deal? I still want to play the game. Like, who is this guy? And then, but there's a lot more people just saying like, bruh, he's been right on these last few Call of Duties. I think he's right about this shit. And they're canceling their pre-orders. So I was like, wow, this is huge. People are just like, we ain't having none of this shit. We ain't having no loot boxes. You trying to introduce this microtransactions type shit. Yo, we just want to play the game and just, you know, have everything there. Some people are saying they would rather pay for the cosmetics. I don't think you should. You should never pay for cosmetics if it's already in the game. But that's semantics, man. The whole point is the gaming revolution has been on point with this stuff. And in fact, he's been like going about letting people know on Twitter to the point where the developers actually got on the Call of Duty Modern Warfare page on Reddit. And they basically were trying to tell people that, like, it is it is the funniest thing to read. But I'm going to sum it up. It'll be in the show notes if you want to read it. In fact, I got a lot of I researched the fuck out this thing. It is crazy. And most of the posts that I'll put in the show notes, it's going to mostly contain the funniest parts that I found on the Modern Warfare Reddit page. But the developers did come on and they tried to make it seem like, yo, we're a mixed bag of nerds, jocks, and everything in between. It's amazing, but we all get along and come together every day to build something that we believe. We dedicate our careers to being the best at what we do and to making the best possible game we can. And, you know, like, and they even said that's corny, but at the same time, this is a job. And if you work at a job and you aren't successful, then eventually there's no job. I don't like that, but I'm like, all right, I respect that. That makes sense. And they pretty much go on to say that they work hard at it and they're mostly there for us and they're trying to make something amazing and beautiful for the gamers and stuff. And at the same time, they basically put, I gotta find, I gotta find the thing where they basically say it's just rumors. Oh, there are some announcements that have come up this week that are official and some that are rumors. My ask of all of you is to focus on information that is actually fact and not thrown off by ill-informed people that want to make a name for themselves. Yo, they shot... Yo, that's spooky how they're just calling this guy out, but not calling this guy out, man. I was like, yo, they shots fired on that. But they said, the person who posted on there said, my ask of all of you is to focus on information that is actually fact and not get thrown off by ill-informed people that want to make a name for themselves by spreading half-baked inflammatory rumors. Let's work real problems together and not fairy tales of boogeyman. Damn, so they came at the gaming revolution. They came at them hard, right? So, you want to know what's crazy? I'm not going to comment at the bottom, but you could definitely go on the Reddit page. It's pretty fucking funny at how people like came at the head. But what happened was the gaming revolution actually went on his Twitter, I believe September 29th, after reading that post and stuff. So he said, and I'm going to read it verbatim. Once again, it's going to be in the show notes. All of this is going to be in the show notes. So, you know, you are all welcome. Because I have been on this thing for the last few days. This has been an amazing experience for me to go through. But he says, let's set the record straight regarding microtransactions once and for all at Activision. I know you will see this, and I wish for a quick response for the community. Are there any plans to have weapons that affect gameplay behind supply drops, including after launch in Modern Warfare? If the leaks are misguided, then you should be able to give a point-blank no, never answer, right? You have an easy chance here to set the record straight. Let the community know. No more ambiguity. Yeah. Yo, man, I'm failing at this. I need that. All right, no more ambiguity. Man, I have a tongue tie. Like we have received year on year on year on year. Church. Yo, bars. If silent, then we will know. Thank you. I am asking you because I know the developers will want to save face and you will have a better idea of plans than they do. This is just to show the community and save your game and restore their faith. So he posted this on September 29th. Sorry I got tongue-tied on the one word, but, you know, he basically put that out there. And, yo, so far, since me recording this thing, no response. Like literally no response. Hopefully there might be something towards the end of the week. I don't know. But I think this is actually a nice little call out for Activision and for the developers themselves, because they did come on the Reddit page talking about that, they're hardworking people and stuff like that. And they came together to work on a great game, and they're talking about, let's not focus on the boogeyman. Well, the boogeyman is saying, yo, man, just come tell us that I'm fucking crazy. Like, he's saying, yo, just prove me wrong. Tell me I'm a fucking idiot. Yo, just tell me I'm wrong. And I'm cool with that. And I think that's an amazing call out, because that's so true. If you want to stop the rumors and shit, come put this man down. So, but right now, I just want to say, I think this is a great moment in gaming history. So everybody gets this, you get that, man, everybody gets this, we're going to get dores and air horns all over the place. Yo, man, I'm so happy, because people are like finally coming together and actually are starting to boycott. And I think this is a great thing. I know there's some people out there who feel that boycotting really doesn't work or there's no point to it, but it does. And even this little thing has actually affected Activision, because supposedly they've been radio silent. They're doing something. They're working hard. Like, I think this is great. I'm curious to see more about it. I will like to talk more about it when more happens, but I think this is an amazing event that's happening. So, shout outs to, once again, the Gaming Revolution for doing this thing. I'm going to play the Kirby music for Sonic's Mind. And, yo, man, keep doing your thing, man. Like, let us know what the fuck's going on, man. Keep fighting the fight. I'm paying attention. I'm watching all this shit. Speaking of watching all this shit, so Polygon kind of put up this article, I'd probably say, like, let's see, man. When they put this article out? September 19th, right? And it says spending $60 on video games doesn't make sense anymore. And they kind of talk about the Netflix model. So, of course, a lot of people came on, and I believe that the person who wrote this, Patricia Hendricks, I get where she's coming from, talking about it's kind of ridiculous to pay for full price of games. She kind of talks about, like how games seem to have more, and what's the point of like purchasing more for a game when you can just pay, like $5 or $10 a month. Now, the only reason she kind of mentions this is because Apple Arcade and Google also has like their own little thing. I believe it's called, Google Play? They kind of have like this new thing that they just started. And, the Google Play Pass, I believe. But I did like the fact, like, as I read the article, I understand her point of view, but I feel like she's right and she's wrong. But the whole point is a lot of people came on there kind of just like bashing her, saying like, yo, she's fucking crazy. Why would you be, like the subscription model wouldn't work. And I think it would, because so far, and I wanted to really wait before I discuss Apple Arcade and Google Play Pass, because they had just recently came out. I wanted to wait like a few months, let it, cool on the stove so we can see what actually happens. But man, so far, Apple Arcade is probably the greatest fucking thing that's happened since like mobile game. Like Apple Arcade has actually brought the importance of like fucking mobile games again by doing something that I thought Steam would do or Epic would do, or the Google, not Google, but the Xbox Game Pass actually does this. But I want to talk about Apple Arcade for a bit. So Apple Arcade, of course, it has like this nice little, you pay $5 a month, and it lets in, you'll be able to try out certain games, and the games that you can try on Apple Arcade will have no microtransactions, no loot boxes, none of that stuff. Like, if you want to actually pay for more content of the game, then you actually have to purchase the game. Well, so far it seems. But it's nice that Apple Arcade is like kind of just double checking which games are like, nah, you got a lot of predatory shit in here. Go back out there. Go into that iOS store. Go into that ether. You ain't coming in here. You know what I'm saying? But other games, they're letting in, and it's nice. Like, so far, it's so good. A lot of the games that have been on there have been pretty amazing. People have talked about the experience. In fact, Oceanhorn 2 is on Apple Arcade. I was very surprised by that because I got a notification from the Oceanhorn blog, and they were like, yo, man, we are on Apple Arcade. And of course, with Apple Arcade, you can play on the TV and your phone and your tablet. And Google Play, you're pretty much doing the same. I believe Google Play actually has Knights of the Old Republic. It's got a few other games, but the ones that I noticed for Knights of the Old Republic, and of course, it's got one of my favorite games. It's got a Thomas the Tank Engine racing game. So hold on, I got to do this, man. It's got a Thomas the Tank Engine racing game, man. The Google Play Pass, and I saw it. I haven't gotten a chance to play it yet, but I think I might actually get it. You know what I'm saying? And I will say this: it looks really nice. You know what I'm saying? It's nice to see Thomas. You get to see Thomas. You get to see, like, you know, Percy and Henry, and you got Sir Topham Hatt in the background being a damn fool, telling y'all motherfuckers what to do. You got Edward. Man, I was like, oh my gosh, got Toby and shit. Love me some Thomas, man. I might get it. But I will say this: so far, the Apple Arcade has been great. People are starting to care about mobile games again. I know I'm paying it close attention. I haven't really caught on it, but from going off from Patricia's article, I think she has a point. The subscription service for games could work. And in fact, what's also crazy is I think this could have been done a lot sooner from other people like Ouya. You know what I'm saying? Ouya. Let's see, I think I got the Ouya soundbite. I don't know if I got the Ouya soundbite. No, I didn't put the Ouya soundbite on. Well, anyways, though. But Ouya could have actually been the place where people... Wait, do I have that? Oh, yes, I do.
Imagine if you could press a button and reset an entire industry.
So, yeah. I believe Ouya could have been exactly what Apple Arcade is and what Google, Play Pass is right now. If they had not focused more on trying to get AAA games, but to focus only on indie games. Like, it would have been nice to pay, what was that? I believe it was like $60 or $70 for that little thing. But then you can, like, go onto the store and just be able to, like, see. So, like, imagine if Ouya had, and the reason why I'm saying, like, Ouya could have been what Apple Arcade and Google Play Pass is right now for their games in the mobile department is because it was a nice little small niche thing that could have really helped out indie game developers get their games showcased because they had a store that they were, they didn't really curate as much as, they were pretty much like Steam and they just let anything on. But if they had like actually focused on like, whoa, we want games to actually work, Ouya could have been something a little bit better. Like Ouya could have been it. But I will say, going off of Patricia's article, I do believe that the subscription service, it works. It works in the fact that you actually get to try these games, and if you like them enough, you can still go buy them. And then it also seems that the people who play games on Apple Arcade actually get. It seems like you get like the longer people play, the more you get, like the money you get based off of that. So it's kind of like how, I guess it's like how Spotify does its music service, where if people play the music to completion, then the artist gets a certain amount of like cents from that. So I'm pretty sure, and this is when I'm finding out, Apple Arcade is pretty much doing the same thing. So it's kind of like you get paid based off how long people play. So hopefully, I would assume that if someone like Oceanhorn on Apple Arcade and they purchase Oceanhorn, but they still have the Apple Arcade service, then it's like the developers still got money for the game, but they're also still getting money for people playing Oceanhorn. So, hopefully that is the case, because that'd be fucking wonderful. I don't know if Google Pass, the Play Pass does that, but it would be nice to assume that. But overall, I think this is great, but I think it could also go into the avenue of what if, like, I wish Ouya has done something like this, but what if people had paid for like the thing of the Ouya, and the Ouya had its own little store, and you could, curate and like let certain indie games in, and they had to actually work, and you could play them on the go. Like I was thinking, like it made me think of Ouya, and I was thinking like, man, Ouya could have did something like this, and then Ouya could have been amazing, because then Ouya could have had like its own little market, like it could have dictated indie games, and made a service out of that, and then it could have probably went to AAA games. In fact, I think this would be a great thing for AAA games, because she's right. I think spending $60 on a brand new game is the dumbest motherfucking thing in the world. And yes, I need you to look. I think it's stupid to spend a full $60. Well, depending on the tax, $67. I know it is for me, $67. But I think it's crazy to spend $67 on new games. And before you be like,
why not?
I just want to say that the reason why I think it's dumb is because we don't know how games are going to be. Like, just look at how this fucking 2019 has been. Look at fucking Anthem. Look, we literally just talked about fucking Modern Warfare and the shit that supposedly might be in it, and the person seems to be more of a correct statement, because so far Activision ain't saying shit. It'd be a simple yes or no answer. So I'm just saying, it doesn't seem like a lot of games out here are really promising what they're selling. Crash, what was it, that Crash racing game fucking got microtransactions in last minute. You know how fucked up that is? Bro, you spent $60 on that shit, like a few weeks, what was it, like a month or two later? Bam! Now you're paying for extra shit? But imagine if the AAA studios had came together and formed like their own, and I say AAA, like not like Xbox or PlayStation, but what if they were to do something like how Xbox is doing with the Game Pass, $10 a month, or like how PlayStation is doing with the PlayStation Now. So imagine if the AAA studios did like their own thing, and they all came together, right? And you were and this was only for like playing their big AAA games, and you pay $10 a month, or like $20 a month. They could be like Hulu. I think they could do some Hulu type shit, where if they all come together, and this would be perfect, because then it would be great for us to be able to play new games from different publishers and get to see if they're worth buying or not. But at the same time, if we do like it, we can just go purchase it. But they would have to give us like the full, they would have to do like how the Xbox Game Pass is, though, where it's like for Gears of War 5, you got like the Ultimate Edition, so you got everything. So you were able to play Gears 5 and be like, oh, I don't have to worry about getting the next edition. It's like, no, I got it. I got everything, so I don't have to worry as much. But, I feel like that's how games can be now. So, like, if we're really going to do this Netflix model, I think that's how games should be. It should be a way for us to really be able to try new games, and companies can still get their money. But if you really want us to buy this shit, then you're really going to have to work on it. But I feel like that's where the market is heading. And I think that'd be a better thing, because some people might just want to try a game and not buy a full game, but companies still want to make money. I think this would be their way to do it. And I think that would help us. And I know some people might think, or you guys might be thinking like, well, that seems like more money wasted. But I think me spending $60, it is kind of crazy, unless or you're really waiting on this game. Like, because there's not that many like publishers and developers you can buy from to just be like, yeah, I'm gonna drop this money and get this game. So I don't know. I'm just saying, I do like Apple Arcade. I do like Google Play Pass. I like the way how it's going. I would love to see how it turns out. Maybe by February. But off of the spending $60 on a video game thing that Patricia kind of wrote on Polygon, I think she's right and she's wrong. I think she's right that it should be like a gaming service. And I do agree on the fact that spending $60 on a video game it's ridiculous. But I do believe that, well, actually, the one thing she's wrong about is kind of like a small little thing for me. Well, it's kind of a small thing, but I think she's right that it should be more of a subscription-based service. But I think it should be more of a subscription-based service in the fact of don't stop making physical games. Keep doing that. Just give us an option, like give us that place where we can, like essentially it's like we're paying for demos. And I know that's sad and it's fucked up, but I'd rather pay for a demo that's actually what the game is going to be than playing a demo that, you know, it's kind of like a pre-patch version. Like it's not really the full game. So, It just made me think, because it's just like I do like the way how Google Play Pass is coming out, and it really is curating these games. And then you know what's also fucked up? I think Steam could take full advantage of this shit right the fuck now. Like Steam could come out of nowhere, and the reason I say that is because Steam's indie sales are down 70% this year. Their average revenue is by it's under they decline by 47%. And the reason for that is because of the emergence of the Epic Game Store. But the Epic Game Store is like, yes, it's amazing for fucking developers. You know, like, yo, like I will give them the round of applause. And then I'm also going to give them this, because at the same time, it sucks for fucking users. And I think that Steam could come out of nowhere right now. Steam could do something that's like doing something like what Apple Arcade is doing and the Google Play Pass is doing. And what's fucked up about it is there are people that would pay $10 for them to actually create games that come onto their site. That like basically they just created a problem and they're about to solve it with some money. Same thing with what Apple did with the iOS store, just allowing any game on as long as they pay the money. And then same with the Google store. You know, if you pay that money, we'll let anything on. Steam could actually do the same thing and just charge $10 a month to be like, whoa, look, you can be out in this fucked up wasteland out here and like, you know, enjoy this shit. But, you know, we want games that actually work and that aren't going to be full of microtransactions and all that shit. We let these games through. But the rest of you fuckers, you stay out there. Just don't come in, you know. Like, I think that could happen. But I think this would be a great way for Steam to make back some money, man. Like, it'd be a great way. And then hopefully they could probably reach a better deal into giving developers more, like, you know, small indie developers more money. Because this, it wouldn't hurt them, that's for sure. Like, their sales in their indie market is down. Like, I'm gonna need Steam to do something. Like, at this point, we're all getting fucking mad because I was expecting Steam to fight the Epic Store, and I was expecting, like, a great battle to take place and be like, yes! We customers could take full advantage of this shit. Epic's gonna get his shit finally together. Steam's finally gonna get his shit together. Developers will probably make more money from us buying their games. We'll actually have full ownership of our games. Like, I was thinking something magical like that would happen. But then it was just like, I was like, man, ain't nobody doing shit. Fuck. So someone get their act together. So, like I said, I'm paying close attention to how Apple Arcade is doing this thing, and I'm paying close attention to how the Google Play Pass is doing this thing, because altogether it could easily connect to the Steam, and Steam could easily copy. Like, Steam loves to just copy off shit. Like, Steam wants to make money doing absolutely nothing. Bam, this would be it. You just get like a few people to just check the fucking game, like actually check the games on your playing. Bam, you make some fucking money. And then bam, you can help all the motherfuckers. Like, man, shit. Fuck. I'm just tired of this shit.
That's it! Now issue the coup de grace!
Steam, get your shit together, man. But me, you know, going in on Steam for like the last few, I kind of want to go into, there's a few things I want to go into. Logitech bought Streamlabs. for $89 million. So I guess I want to. So I'm curious to see what Logitech is going to do for Streamlabs, because yes, I do agree, and I believe Gamer Composer also has said the same thing, that Streamlabs is a lot better UI. Like, it has a better like user interface, so he's able to know what he's doing and he's able to record and stream a lot easier. But unfortunately, though, hopefully now that Logitech is, can give them the money, it's kind of demanding on the PC. Like, recording games on there doesn't seem like to be a problem. Like, recording or streaming a game doesn't seem to be that much on the CPU. And I shit you not when I say this, when I record and stream, for some damn reason, it uses more than like 60% of my CPU. Which, if I do that with the OBS Studio, the regular OBS Studio that I have, it only takes about 40, which is very strange. And I have like a 7th generation i5. So, like, I'm very surprised by that, because even right now I barely need to do that much on it. But it was just interesting that with Streamlabs, it's using 60 or like over 60%, close to 70% of my CPU. But if I were to use OBS Studio, I'm literally using like barely, like slightly over 40%. But OBS Studio bought by Logitech for $89 million in cash. Apparently, that's important, because they were like, oh snap, they bought this in cash. Let me see if I got the money sound. I think I got it. Anyways, though, I will say this: hopefully, they fix up Streamlabs so that way they can just be like,
stand in my way, and I'll cut you down.
And they just like fucking do something amazing, and then finally just make OBS Studio obsolete. But I don't think so. OBS Studio seems to be the best to me. But I find it very interesting, because not just Logitech is like, Logitech's starting to get into the business of streaming, and they got their products already. And most people actually use Logitech cameras and headsets and other stuff. So this would be a great way to push like their products. Maybe they can do something special, man. I'm curious to see. I'm curious to see how things are going to be. But I will say this: speaking on stores and obsolete shit, who here knows about PlayStation having their like own little digital store? Like, of course we know about the PlayStation Store, but did you guys know that PlayStation actually has like its own dedicated website to where it can sell consoles and controllers, and not just consoles and controllers, ladies and gentlemen, but games?
What?
That's right. You can actually buy certain games. So, it seems like that we might officially say goodbye to GameStop. GameStop might have some problems, man. Oh my gosh, this laugh. But it seems like now that the PlayStation Store is like officially up, you can buy games like Bloodborne, God of War 3 Remastered, Uncharted 4, pretty much The Last of Us Remastered. Let's see, what else? Let's see. Horizon Zero Dawn. Oh snap! No piece of face, right? No piece of face, folks. But it seems like you can just go on there, and you also buy consoles and stuff, and you buy PlayStation Pluses. And the best thing about it is, if you were to buy something, it actually gives you free shipping. But you get the shipping, of course, free if you're a PlayStation Plus member. So, lucky for me, I'm a member! But PlayStation definitely wants to be more hands-on with their stores. So, I think this is pretty good. Of course, most people buy from Amazon. Hopefully, I feel like PlayStation's got to do more if they want people to buy from their store. I think this is a great thing to set up because, PlayStation 5 is going to be coming out. and that free shipping is gonna be fucking huge. So, I think this is gonna be good. I think it's gonna be great. I think it sucks for GameStop right now, but that depends on what PlayStation does special. Because right now you can still purchase games from Amazon slightly cheaper, or you can just from Amazon in general. Especially if you have that Prime Plus, because most people who have Twitch will probably have Prime Plus. And then, of course, you can always just buy your stuff from stores because, fuck game. Even if you were to go buy your stuff from GameStop, you can still go to Best Buy, you can still go to Target, you can still go to Walmart, or what I call Wally World. That's what I call Walmart Wally World. There's a reason for that. And I'll get into it next time. But I will say PlayStation Store really is going to have to do something special because there's other places that you can buy these games and consoles and even controllers for. And what's crazy is they don't have the new controller colors that, surprisingly enough, GameStop and Best Buy and Target and Wally World. Oh. I don't know why they didn't turn on, but Wally World has as well. We'll be having soon because you can pre-order it. But hopefully PlayStation kind of puts that up. I mean, like I said, we'll see. The store has just recently been up, so I'm curious to see what they're going to do to be like, hey man, fuck these people, come to us! So yeah, good job PlayStation though, man. Like, congrats. I'm curious to see what happens, man. Show me what you can do, PlayStation. Show me what you can do. Oh, and then of course, Mario Kart Tour. If you guys probably have heard about that already, because I know a lot of people are Nintendo fans. A lot of people are kind of disappointed because Mario Kart Tour is like $5 a month, same as arcade, like Apple Arcade and Google Play Pass, which is like, why would you need that? And, Mario Kart Tour is kind of like charging microtransactions and there's just a lot of bullshit that a lot of people were kind of surprised that Nintendo kind of did. But most importantly, a lot like people are starting to realize, like, why the fuck am I paying $5 a month for one game that continuously makes me want to pay more in order to race? And what's crazy is you can't even pick Mario as a racer too, man. You have to earn Mario in a loot box to play Mario. So it's like, why the fuck am I paying $5 a month for fucking Mario and shit when you could pay $5 a month for, Apple Arcade, or you can pay $5 a month for motherfucking Google Play Pass with Thomas the fucking Tank Engine. Seriously, man. Apple, like, yo, I'm just saying, Nintendo, what are you doing on this app, man? Like, what is this app? What is Mario doing? Mario playing games, man. You charge extra people to play fucking Mario. But I know one thing, if you go on Thomas and Friends Race On, you get to fucking play Thomas and other fucking trains. Bruh, man, I don't know what the fuck they doing, but I will say this. Get that Google Play Pass for that Thomas, man. I don't know what's going on. Mario Kart, get your shit together, man. Nintendo, for shame. For shame on you. Shame. Shame. Get your shit together, man. All right, and let's see. Of course, Mixer. I got to talk some Mixer news. Now, of course, TwitchCon, by the time of the recording, TwitchCon is already happening. There is some TwitchCon shit and Twitch shit that I do want to talk about. But I'm going to wait. I'm going to let everything come out and marinate because there's a bit of stuff. And then, of course, Oculus has got its little thing going on as well. And I will say this. I'm quite curious on the Oculus link, but I'm going to wait and record that a little bit later because I want to do a little bit more research on that. I'm curious on it, but I do want to talk about it. I'm going to wait till like a little later of the episode. I mean, not this episode, but like next episode. But I do want to talk about this. Mixer has ads. So I don't know if I should press a button. Set ads. And of course the ad revenue is going to be basically for itself. So it's not going to be like how Twitch is. But one thing that Mixer is going to do is Mixer is going to do exactly what Twitch does, where it's just like, it lets you know who the commercial is for. So like if you have Twitch on your phone, or if you use Twitch, when you first come on, and say if you're not Twitch Prime, or you paid for the service, because I know I haven't, you'll see like a few 15-second commercial, 30 seconds, where like the ad will tell you it's for the the app itself, and then if the streamer wants to run a commercial, they can run a commercial. But right now, Mixer has it where when you first come on, it runs a commercial, and the commercial is for itself, which is fine. I respect that. I get it. It doesn't seem like there are commercials for the partners, but there will be ads that will be run by Microsoft and other channel partners. So I guess some partners will have access to commercials as well. Still a little confused on this, but luckily though, what they said is if you have Mixer's premium monthly subscription pro, then you won't see ads. I'm a little fuzzy on the pro subscription thing, but if you're also subscribed to a partner, you won't have to see the ads as well. So those are two ways to avoid ads. But I will say this: I got a little pissed off when they said. I was a little pissed off when they said, "I get it. Ads are not the most fun thing in the world to deal with, but it's super important to remember what you're doing on this site," said Rafael. "The site is free, and you're watching content for free, and you're supporting the partners." I just want to stop when I read this. So this is the article on The Verge. It'll be in the show notes. But when I read that, I got a little pissed off because it's like, yo, the site is free, and you're watching content for free. Bitch, I hate that shit. And the reason I hate that motherfucking shit is because you're right. It is free. But it ain't really free, motherfucker. Say if you want to talk to motherfuckers on Mixer, guess what you gotta do? You gotta create a motherfucking account. You know what you do when you create that motherfucking account? You put your motherfucking email. You put your first and your motherfucking last name. What if you just don't want to subscribe to the motherfucking partners, but you just want to donate? Guess what? Then you gotta put your credit card information on that motherfucker too. Guess how much information you get? You're getting a lot, motherfucking Microsoft. So you know what that means? It ain't really free, because it's not. It ain't. You know what you're getting your money in? You getting the money in the motherfucker's information. It'd be nice to just admit that shit, but at the same time, if you never signed on and you get the app, wait, actually, no, hold up. Nah, because if you put the motherfucking app on your phone, I forgot about that. Because then the motherfucking phone is going to get some information off your fucking phone too, man. Like, some people don't read the fucking, like, subscriptions and shit. But, yo, like, when you put Mixer on your phone, it takes some information out your motherfucking phone and shit, man. I'm just trying to say, the shit ain't really free. It's free, but it ain't free. Because you're getting our information, alright? Just want to say, and then you know what you do with that information? You're going to sell that information to somebody. Bitch, don't do no gambling. Look, this ain't no fucking Facebook. Don't do no Cambridge Analytica on me talking about it's free. Nah, man. Fuck companies that do that shit. Fuck. Mad as hell, man. Talking about that shit is free. It ain't free. You get my information, and then you get that information to sell that information to other motherfuckers. Sorry. Got a little heated. Have to calm down and relax. But Mixer's got a nice little ad program, and yeah. So shout out to Mixer. But I ain't forget. Shout out to Mixer though. What a wonderful thing. And then of course, I want to get into this. Now, at the same time, there's a few fighting game tournaments that are going on. CEO Taku and I believe the Rev event is going on because I know the Tekken Pro Tour and Dragon Ball FighterZ is doing something. But I really need to go to CEO Taku because I should have went for Blaze Blue Cross Tag Battle. Damn, I really do like that game. Or I should at least went for motherfucking KO. I'm surprised. I think KOF was there. But anyways, though, I do want to just put this out there. So I'm going to do my quick esports. We're going to do some quick esports news. Street Fighter V in Rocket League is to be featured in the Intel World Open alongside Tokyo's Olympics for 2020. Oh man, sorry. Ooh, I'm messing with my voice with all this yelling. But Street Fighter V will technically be, I guess, not in the Olympics, but outside the Olympics. So it's gonna be there. It's gonna be there. So Street Fighter V is going to be, I guess, kind of featured before the Tokyo Olympics. Same with Rocket League. Now, they're going to have $250,000 prize pools for each game. So whoever wins, they'll get that. But I'm happy because Street Fighter V is going to, it's like that one fighting game that's going to be kind of there at the Olympics. But at the same time, it's like, man, I hate Street Fighter V. I'm happy because, Street Fighter V and Rocket League is going to be, kind of featured. Not featured, but like alongside the Tokyo Olympics. But the game, Street Fighter V, is like pretty fucking ass. Like, it's ass. And then, of course, I don't want to get into the Olympics. I still kind of believe in the Olympics, but I don't ignore the damage that the Olympics can do to a city. But, man, Street Fighter V, really? I mean, I'm happy. I think that's great. Hopefully, this will be the incentive. Like, I really have to believe that Street Fighter V is going to get fucking worked on. Because, seriously, Ryu is still kind of, like, he's good, but he's still ass. And then the game is still kind of ass, too, man. Like, look, you got to get people, look, if I'm going to spin V-Trigger, can I get a blowback or a fucking push? Like, if you go copy off of King of Fighter Mechanics, can you copy completely off of King of Fighter Mechanics, please? I'm just saying, can you just completely copy? Can we get the guard cancel roll or can we get guard cancel pushback? Can we get one of the two? And then a crush counter system. What the fuck is with that? I still hate that shit to this damn day. I'm sorry, folks. I almost got on my motherfucking rant. But I'm just saying, can you at least fix your shit, man? And then most importantly, the fucking netcode on fucking Street Fighter V. I will take, just go back to fucking season 1. I'll take I'll take season 1 Street Fighter V. But bruh, can you at least work on the netcode of Street Fighter V? My gosh, man, I think I hopped on there one time. I had 4 bars connection, and the motherfucker was stuttering. He was teleporting. Have you ever faced a Vega? When you face a Vega that teleports, that's impossible. Like shit. I was like, at one point I was playing motherfucking Street Fighter Super Turbo or some shit. On crack. The type shit, like, I just need you to work on the netcode. You gotta give me something, man. Like, damn. Sorry. Not sorry. But I mean, I'm glad Street Fighter V is in the Olympics. Hopefully this means that other fighting games can also come into there. It'd be nice to see Super Smash Brothers. Most importantly, Super Smash Brothers getting that bitch. It'd be nice to see the King of Fighters get into that motherfucker. I support that shit. Hell, I'll fucking compete. Or, it'd be nice to see like Injustice or Mortal Kombat. And, for as much as I talk shit on this one game, I will say, like Marvel vs. Capcom. Look, I may not be a huge fan of Infinite, and I am still a little upset about Capcom, but I will say this. Watching Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 is one of the greatest things I love doing. I still think it's a horrible game to play, but it's an amazing game to watch. So that would have been nice to see in the Olympics. But I feel like there's some other fighting. Eunice would be a great game to be put into the Olympics. Oh my gosh. Oh man, Guilty Gear. Oh man, I cannot wait for the Guilty Gear Top 16. Cannot wait for that shit. That'd be great to see in the fucking Olympics. Or just Guilty Gear in general. Or Tekken. Hell, it'd be nice to see some Tekken. But either way, I'm glad Street Fighter V is being the first in there. So, shout out to Capcom getting the shit together. I haven't talked a damn thing about Rocket League, and I played the motherfucking esports music. I don't know shit about no motherfucking Rocket League, folks. I am so sorry. But to me, it's just weird to play cars and fucking soccer together. I tried Rocket League. It ain't for me, man. But I have tried. I tried, folks. I'm sorry. I'm not your Rocket League guy, but I'm the fighting game guy. Man, I try though. I try. So I mean, I guess Rocket League's got his shit together, right? It has to be. Motherfuckers are here. So I guess shout out to Rocket League. All right, man. It's about that time to wrap things up. So it's about that time of that show where. Oh wait, hold up. So we reached the part of the show where we gotta say, goodbye. See ya, hasta luego. But before we go, it's time to end it. It's time for shameless plugins. Go. So, of course, Play on Player on YouTube, and of course, Chronicles of Gamers podcast. You can listen on iTunes, Stitcher, Acast, SoundCloud. I'm really trying on Spotify, but I kind of need to sign up with somebody else to get the Spotify bonus because it won't let me do SoundCloud or Acast or Stitcher. Or maybe I'm doing something wrong with Acast. I got to really double check, but it's not connected on Acast. So it looks like I got to do like Podbean to connect with Spotify. But right now we're on those things. So if you want to listen to the podcast, there you go. Or if you just want to go to the Chronicles of Gamers.wordpress.com, you get all the fucking episodes and you get like the interviews and other stuff that we do on the YouTube and stuff. So, there's places to go to check out the stuff. Or if you're one of those people that just have Reddit, you can just check us out on Reddit too, man. We're in Reddit podcasts. We're there. Man, I guess I'm a little bit still sick, man. I guess. Ooh. But anyways, I appreciate you guys. And of course, you can message me at the Chronicles Gamers Podcast at gmail.com. Or what most of you guys do anyways, you can just message me on the Chronicles of Gamers Facebook page. And of course, Chronicles of Gamers Twitter. No, I don't really go on there as much, but I just have that to be the place where you can just see the Chronicles of Gamers podcast episodes. So, and of course, most people just go on the message there. So if you can't do the Chronicles of Gamers podcast at gmail.com, you have two places to reach us. So I appreciate it. And yeah, man, I am. Woo! We did it! I talked all my shit. We're the greatest podcast. Oh my gosh. I feel like I could have talked about fucking Street Fighter forever. But, yo, I will say this. Street Fighter's got to fix this shit on E-League. That's just crazy. Let me tone this down. Yo, Street Fighter's got to fix this shit with E-League. Because I think that's the dumbest fucking thing to have a character ban. I'm really upset with that. A character ban? Really?
It's spooky.
That you would have a character ban. Because it's kind of like admitting that, your game is so fucked up that these characters are so strong that it would make the game boring. And then that makes me wonder, I don't know how these motherfuckers. But then, one thing I will say this, folks. I think Street Fighter 5, and hold on, let me get the. No, not that one. I would like to say this. I think Street Fighter 5 is a great way to be motivated. Because you know what it shows? It shows that even though Street Fighter 5 is not the greatest product, it still pushes forward. And it believes that it's the best. And I think that it should motivate you. And it motivates me to believe, you know what? Even though this podcast and other stuff I do may not be as high quality as other people, but damn it, everyone's got to start from the bottom to work their way to the top. And Street Fighter 5 is clearly at the fucking bottom. But yet it continues to work hard and push itself, and it strives for the highest of depths. And if Street Fighter 5 can fucking do it, then I know that I myself can do it as well. And I think you can too. So if any struggles or any problems that you're going through, let Street Fighter 5 be that motivator for you. Because I've realized that it's impossible to strive for perfection. Because nothing is perfect. Hell, even the most perfect being, Cell, got fucking killed by Gohan. So we shouldn't strive for perfection. We should strive for the best. And if we believe that we are doing the best that we can, we should push ourselves out there and let the world know. And the world will see our great determination and motivation. So Street Fighter V, I congratulate you for being in the motherfucking Olympics. Even though you got a shitty, horrible netcode. And damn, you really got to work on your character balance. But you believe that you're a good fighting game. And you know what? I believe it too. Not really. Not even fucking close. But I would like to say this. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you guys for watching. I am out of here. So stay glittered.